Let's dive into the payroll module, and from here we can consider an employee. To get the employee, you can just move on to the employee menu and consider the employees, and you can consider the employee as Abigail Peterson. So once the employee has been selected, the next step is that here you can see that we have a smart button called offers that would generate the offers. Upon moving on to it, you can see that we have the salary over here. So if you want to just manage the salary, particularly with yearly employer cost or monthly gross per month, you can just manage it over here. So currently you can see that the gross per month is 6,500. As you are just moving on to yearly employer cost, it will be turning as $78. $78,000. Now let me change the amount over here to $10,000, and let's save the change. So once you've made the change, you can also see that when you just change the option from gross per monthly to yearly, you can find the change over here. So here you can see the total amount of the salary that the employer will be getting. Now, if you want to add the PDF template over here, you can add the template. So let's say the employee contract is the template, and you can save the changes. Upon moving on to the salary configurator, we know this is an existing feature. You can just provide the personal information. So you would be able to see, you can set the sex as the Abigail Peterson is female. You can see that the sex will be automatically selected over here. And by default it's given as female, and if you just want to change that, you can just do that. You can provide all other details such as the birth date, country of birth, nationality, place of birth, the name, the address, and all other details can be given over here, and you can just review and sign the contract. Now let's back to the payroll module. And in the payroll module, we know that in previous versions, we have to manage the contract separately through a smart tab. But in Odoo 19, it's not like that. Upon moving on to the contracts over here, you can manage the contracts either from the configuration. You can find the contract types over here. So here it shows the contract types, as well as if you want to just see the contract template, you can also easily manage it from here, right? So this is a way of managing contract. But we just need to know when the employee has just terminated or has joined the company, so that can be easily managed. So upon moving on to the Abigail Peterson, here you can see that we have the payroll tab. Under the payroll tab, you would be able to see that the date over here. So you can find the date on which the employee has joined the company, that's December 1st, 2025. And the till March 29, 2026. So currently you can see that the wage is being given as 6,500 per month. Now, I would like to create a new contract. So after the contract, you can just create another contract. So we'll be starting the other contract from 30 March. Okay, 30 March, and that will be ending by December 31st. And during that period, we would like to give the employee 15,000 per month as the employee salary. So currently it's been changed. And if you just want to switch to previous contract, you can just go there and you can see that the salary is being changing, and in the other contract, the salary is again changing. Now, if you want to again add a contract, you can click on the plus icon, and this would allow you to add the contract. So once the contract is being finished, the other contract will be starting from January 1st. Okay. So I'll be setting it as January 1st over here. So here you can see that not employed has been given over here. So you can just set all the details. Let's say that let's move on, and let's move on to 2027, and let's set it over here. And you can also just define the contract period, and let me set the amount over here as 20,000 per month, and let's save it. And if you want to load a particular template, you will be getting the option to load the template. So you can find different templates over here, such as experience developer, developer USA, HR manager, and everything. I'd like to choose developer USA, and once it's been selected, you can save it over here. And if you just want to just get to know the histories of this contract, you can also easily find that over here. So upon moving on to the history, it shows the effective dates, the starting date, as well as the end date of the contract, with the salaries as well as the job, the department, and the working hours. Once it's done, you can also just move on to the personal information. Under the personal information, as you just move down here, you can see that we have a section called family that shows, if we are just disabled, we can just enable the field. We can set the marital status, the spouse legal name, spouse birth date, and dependent children and everything. And we can also provide the other documents such as the ID card copy, driving license, SIM card copy, internet subscription invoice, and everything. You can also decide how your employees are paid. For that, you can configure a salary rule, and later on, you can just add it in the payroll. So, upon moving on to the configuration, here you can see that we have the salary rules, and we can just add the rules like the commissions. And once the employee made any sales order or anything, they will be getting a particular commission. So I have done a video separately on how to add the commissions on the payslip, and I'll show you an example. So currently you can see that you can just click on new button, and here you can set up your rule. So I would like to set the rule over here as commission. Okay, and once it's done, you also just need to provide the code over here, which is mandatory, and commission is a form of allowance. And you can choose the pay structure under which you just need to add this. So we just want to add this under the regular pay, and let me save it. Afterwards, under the general conditions, you just need to set the conditions based on salary input. Okay, and this will be input on the employee, and if you just want to add this in the payslip, you can just enable it. And afterwards, you can see that the input name is commission. The section is just given as input itself, and you will be using the monetary as a unit, and you can also provide the input description. You can also set the default value, and it depends on currently there are no records, and you can also set the computation like the salary input value. So once it's done, if you want to assign any company contribution partners over here, you can just add them, and you can save the changes that you have made. Now let's consider the employee over here. So once you consider the employee, the next thing is that under the payroll, we have a new field called the add input. So once you create that, you can see that created will be available over here. This is due to some issues, it's not available. Okay, but I have already done a video on how to generate commissions and how to add the commission in the payslip. So I'll be attaching the video in the I button, so you can just refer to it and not going into depth to that video. So once you create a rule, you can add that rule under a particular employee over here. Okay, now you can also handle the salary adjustments directly from the employee profile and all. So before that, here you can see, as you just move on to the personal section, here we have the option to add the bank. So if you just want to add the amount into the bank, we can provide all the details over here, and we can give the amount. That amount will be transferred to the employee's bank account over here. So you can add the bank accounts. If you just want to add multiple bank accounts, you can just add it. And if it's trusted to send money, you just need to enable this field. Okay, afterwards you can just move on to the salary adjustment, and under the salary adjustment we can just move on to adding of a salary adjustment. Here we have different types such as the child support, attachment of the salary, assignment of the salary. I would like to just go with child support, and will be providing an amount over here, that's a payslip amount as 500, and it's unlimited, and you can set the priority over here. You can also provide the date from it starts, and you can also just give the optional reasons. Okay, afterwards you can save the changes, and currently it's running. And here if you just want to stop this child support, you can just stop it over here. Okay, so this will be visible over here. And as you just move on to the payroll, we know that we have the option to load the template also, which I have already discussed. So you can choose the templates from here. And you can also improve the work entries, uh, allows to manage the quick and efficient editing. So let's move on to it. Now let's move on to the work entries, and from the work entries here you can see that we can find the work entries of different employees, and if you want to create a work entry, you can just choose that, and you can find currently this is treated as an attendance and the working duration is shown over here. And if you just want to add a new work entry, you can also add the work entry, and let's say that the employee Abgil Peterson has worked for um, an extra hour. So if you just want to set the work entry over here with the overtime hours, you can just go ahead with OT, and we can say that she has worked for 4 hours extra, and let me add it. Okay, so here you can see that currently we have added the OT, and here you can see that we have the grid view. So if you just want to move on to the grid view, you would be able to see the work entries with the grid view. So if you want to add any overtimes and all, you can just simply click on add a line, and this would allow you to add the attendances over here. And if you want to generate the parent, you can just add that, or if you want to add a line, you will be getting the option to add the line. So let's back to the Gantt view, and from the Gantt view, you would be able to see the attendance which been marked. Now, likewise, you can also manage with the payslip. So to manage with the payslip, let's move on to the payslips over here, and you can click on new off cycle. So this is a like the name of the button is renamed and set it as new off cycle. So let me click on it, and let me choose the employee. So the employee is Abigail Peterson, and here you can see that you have to choose a parent. So parent for 2026 January. So here you can choose the pay structure. I would like to choose the pay structure as regular pay. And when you choose the Abigail Peterson or any of the employee over here, you just need to ensure that you have provided the bank account over here. If you haven't provided the bank account, then it will be not easy to do the transaction. So here I would like to set the bank account number, and you can also just provide the bank name. So let me choose the bank name over here. Afterwards, we can send the money, and let me save it. So once it's done, you can save the changes that you have made. And what you have to do is you can just back, and here let me click on compute. So currently this is in salary input. As we haven't provided any salary input, it will not be reflected. And let's move on to the work days, and as you just move on to the work days, you would be able to find the days worked as well as the hours and everything, like the overtime worked hour with the amount as well as the attendance. And if you just want to compute this, you can click on compute, and upon clicking on compute, currently it is in draft state, and if you want to just move on with the validation of this, you can click on validate, and you can just move on to the paid state once you have just done with the payment. So to create the payment report, you can click on pay over here, or just click as mark as paid, so that the validated state will be moving to the paid state. So these are some of the new changes that you can find under the Odoo 19 payroll module, and we have already done a video on the payroll overview of Odoo 19. So if you have any doubt regarding the Odoo 19 payroll module, kindly watch the video. So that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementation and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys, and thank you for watching the video.